Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just going to interrupt those guys waving at themselves on the stage, on the camera. I've seen you. Let me start by welcoming you all here to the historic King's Hall, to what I'm sure is an incredibly special day for you, our graduands, and you, their guests. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that in the unlikely event of an emergency, an alarm will sound. Marshals at each of the emergency exits located at the sides and the back of the hall, very air hostess here, will then guide you to the assembly points and ensure that you exit safely. My name is Dr. Laura Walton-Williams, and I'm the Director of Enterprise Education here at Staffordshire University. I know how important this day is for our graduands. I just want to take a few moments of your time to walk you through how the ceremony will go and then what will happen after the event. The ceremony will commence as the platform party makes their way up the central aisle onto the seats behind me. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Martin Jones, will then make a short address. The Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean will move to the lower platform, ready to receive our graduands. Each graduand will come up onto the lower platform to receive their award, and their names will be announced individually and by award. Graduands, we want you to walk across the lower platform and doff your cap to the Vice-Chancellor and to your Executive Dean. I'll be waiting for you at the end of the platform, where I will then direct you to the back of the hall and you will return to your seat. I appreciate that after you're getting your degree results, this is probably the most nerve-wracking moment of your life. And I've just added an additional thing of having to doff your cap. What I would suggest is take it slowly. Don't rush. This is not a sprint. Walk slowly, look up, try and find the people that are here with you today. They'll probably be waving and whooping at you, and enjoy this moment. A small warning as well, there is a slope coming off the other side. So if you are wearing heels, this will result in a very fast acceleration. So please take it slowly, otherwise I'm going to have to catch each and every one of you. As you look around you in this amazing venue, you can see the results of the artistic heritage of the potteries and of Stoke-on-Trent. After the ceremony, you will return to the Catalyst building on campus, where you'll have the opportunity to enjoy yourself at the post-ceremony reception. Guests, this is your opportunity to celebrate the amazing achievement of the graduand you are here with today. Whilst we ask that you remain seated as the graduates cross the platform, we want to encourage you to celebrate their success and reward the hard work that goes into achieving an academic award. So please, during the ceremony, do not be quiet, do not be shy. Make as much noise as you would like. Cheering and applause is permitted. In fact, we encourage it. So much so, we're going to have a little practice, just to see how loud you can be. So if you've got anything in your hands, put it down. So on the count of 3, guests, I would like to do a practice run of this cheering and applause to check the volume levels. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Very good, you can stay. At the end of the ceremony, could all graduates and guests stand, if you are able, as the platform party leave the ceremony hall, again down the central aisle. Once the platform party have left, graduates, you will follow on. Guests, if we can ask you to stay in your seats until all of the graduates have left the hall. Following that, you can then board the awaiting coaches outside that will take you back to the the Catalyst building on campus, where light refreshments will be served and your celebrations will be able to continue. If I can ask that you keep hold of your tickets, because you will need those to claim your refreshments. So, let's enjoy what will surely be one of the most memorable days of the lives of our graduands. Without further ado, let's begin the ceremony. Please, if you are able to, could you stand as we welcome the platform party? I invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Martin Jones, to deliver the opening address.
I declare that the Convocation of Staffordshire University 2024 is now assembled. Honoured guests, governors, colleagues from around the university, graduands and your family and friends, as Vice-Chancellor, I warmly welcome you all on this very special occasion, a celebration of achievement of our class of 2024. Today, we mark the success of graduands from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, and the Department of Social Work, Law and Criminology. We also celebrate the success of students from our employer partners, Midlands Partnership University NHS Foundation Trust, Cheshire East Council, and Stoke-on-Trent City Council. We are delighted indeed to welcome Matthew Bowcock, CBE, who today receives the university's highest honour, becoming an Honorary Doctor of Arts. Matthew graduated in law from Staffordshire University, founded his own software company, and in recent years devoted his time to philanthropy. But Matthew, fortunately for us, he maintains strong links with your native Stoke-on-Trent, and you are a significant driving force behind Made in Stoke, and Stoke Creates. Matthew is a guy that makes things happen. Graduands, congratulations on reaching this incredible milestone today. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember that the world is constantly evolving. The skills and knowledge that you gained here are for your foundation, but your ability to innovate and embrace change will always be your greatest asset. I want you to feel that today is indeed your day, an important opportunity to celebrate your significant achievements and to reflect on how far you have come. I wish to pay tribute to the university staff, your family and friends, and your colleagues who have encouraged and inspired you throughout your studies, culminating in your graduation here today. As a university, we pride ourselves on our talented students, and here is just a taster. You'll be shortly hearing from Ryan Shwetznikow, who graduates today with an LLB law degree. Ryan is a former gas fitter who set his sights on becoming a barrister and has put his time last year in being awarded the prestigious Lincoln's Inn Newburger Prize to support his career. Alongside his busy degree, Ryan has worked part-time for Her Majesty's Prison and Probation Service and also volunteered as a case advisor for the university's own legal advice clinic. Ryan clearly demonstrates that our university is that place of possibilities. Keris Adams has been a student rep in the professional policing course throughout her degree, working with lecturers to make positive changes to the student experience. Keris was also instrumental in the Cop Shop, an initiative which was relaunched last year, allowing students to engage in community outreach activity. Finally, Keris has been selected to attend the Police Academy of Lower Saxony's annual International Study Week, where she was a fantastic ambassador for Staffordshire University. Last, social work student Angela Greer has been valued and committed student through her BA Social Work programme. Her passion for becoming a great social worker has given her the motivation to succeed, and despite some significant challenges along the way, she too graduates this afternoon with a first-class degree. Ours is a university focused on being a, quote, catalyst for change in our region, a university deeply committed to next-generation learning that builds skills and indeed transforms lives. We believe in supporting our students to succeed and lead them through the doors that matter to them at Staffordshire University. This is a key reason why we've been ranked second in the UK for quality of education in the Times Higher Education Impact Awards 2024. From this, employability is also a especially important area for us, and we aim to support our growing regional economy in Stoke-on-Trent and Staffordshire. On this, it's especially pleasing that Staffordshire University has been recognised in the top 10 for career prospects in the What Uni Student Choice Awards 2023. At this point in the proceedings, it's usual for me to make important reference to the great people of Stoke-on-Trent and Staffordshire who've gone on to achieve remarkable things. Just across the road in the King's Hall is Stoke Minster, and in Stoke Minster, of course, is the memorial to the famous potter Josiah Wedgwood. Wedgwood being an entrepreneur of his time, campaigner for social reform, and a catalyst for change. On Staffordshire Day, 1st of May this year, we installed world-renowned explorer Major Leveson Wood as Chancellor of our university on the screen behind me. We are confident that Leveson, who is made in Staffordshire, will demonstrate to our students and our graduates our university community is the place where dreams are made and success is real. Furthermore, our university's world ambassador, Leveson, will champion our new elite talents, ideas and personalities so we can continue to drive change and deliver worldwide success. At his installation, Leveson spoke about how he'd written his university dissertation on the Grand Tour, a formative cultural journey undertaken by upper-class young men between the 17th and 19th centuries. He was so inspired when he graduated that he set off on his own adventure, hitchhiking from England to India via Russia, Iran, Afghanistan, albeit on a tight student budget. It was a journey that changed his life and began his career in worldwide exploration. Leveson has since travelled to more than 120 countries and set off on expeditions, including walking the Nile, trekking 2,000 miles across the Himalayas. But he makes the point, the place that gave him his identity and sense of curiosity, the place where he discovered his love of the outdoors and spirit for adventure, was right here in Staffordshire, where he grew up. He also stressed that his chosen career path was not without its challenges. His book about his hitchhiking adventure was rejected by every single publisher. His pitch for the ITV documentary on travelling across Arabia was deemed, quote, to be too dangerous. He was never undeterred. He never gave up. He got there in the end. Whether you're entering the workforce, continuing your education journey, or making your own voyage of discovery, I encourage you to stay curious and always open to new ideas. Because I believe the future is bright for those who dare to dream big and pursue their passions with determination and resilience. Believe in yourselves. Don't be afraid to forge your own path. The challenges of our times, I think, require collective effort and diverse perspectives. My advice to you is to build strong networks, seek out your mentors, be ready to work together to tackle the issues that matter for you. Our class of 2024 has the power to drive significant change, from advancing technology to treatments to promote social justice and, of course, environmental sustainability. Because together you create a future that is inclusive, innovative and sustainable. But in a world full of noise and distractions, please stay true to yourself and your own principles. Be bold, take risks, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, because it's all part of that journey. For now, I wish you every success for the future, and I hope you thoroughly enjoy your graduation this afternoon. Honoured guests, please be upstanding and welcome our class of 2024.
I invite the Executive Dean for the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, Mike Phillips, to deliver the honorary awards, the citation for the Honorary Award of Doctor of Arts to Matthew Bocock, CBE.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates and guests, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Matthew Bocock, CBE, for the award of Honorary Doctor of Arts. Matthew, a tech company founder, has dedicated decades of his life to supporting philanthropy across the UK. And it is here in Stoke-on-Trent that we are seeing a tangible impact from this social investment. Working with partners, he launched Made in Stoke, a diaspora network which now features hundreds of individuals. They contribute their time, talent and treasure to give something back to their home city. Matthew also helped to establish the city's cultural compact known as Stoke Creates. This has secured £1.5 million worth of funding for arts and cultural activities. Stoke-on-Trent is where he began his own journey to success. He completed a law degree in 1975 after studying at what is now Staffordshire University. He then became a graduate trainee with computer company ICL, where he specialised in the defence sector and developed an understanding of information security. Matthew moved to Digital Equipment Corporation before taking the plunge in the late 1980s and founding his own software company. The firm developed products using end-to-end encryption and chip card technology with major telecommunications companies and banks amongst its clients. Since 2000, he has devoted his time to philanthropy and early-stage companies. He co-founded the Hazelhurst Trust, a family grant-giving trust, and other roles have included serving as chair of Community Foundations UK and on the board of Philanthropy Impact. He has also co-founded the Beacon Collaborative and was vice chair of the Watts Gallery. He was awarded a CBE for philanthropy in 2014. Matthew's latest honour is in recognition of being an inspiring force for good, who has committed time and expertise to help others. He remains a resolute, passionate ambassador for the city, using his experiences and social capital to support Stoke-on-Trent in so many ways. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting Matthew Bocock for the award of Honorary Doctor of Arts.
Vice-Chancellor, staff, distinguished guests, graduates, friends, and my family. I was going to start off with something slightly more serious, but just before I came in, I was told by the health and safety officer that I'm wearing the most flammable robes in the room. And I realize there's even a fuse, so if there's a fire, I'm first one out of here. It's a great honor to be given this doctorate. I was surprised, in fact, nearly floored when I received the letter, because I presume that the university didn't go and inspect too carefully my academic record when I was here many, many years ago. I studied here back in the 1970s, but study is quite a generous term. I learned a huge amount, but most of it wasn't part of the syllabus. To be honest, I wasn't particularly academic, but once I had my degree and I entered business, I found that I thrived, and suddenly it didn't seem like work because I enjoyed it. It was hard work, but it didn't seem like work in the same way as academic work had always been to me. The university now, I see, has got a motto, which is Sapere Audi. Now, we didn't do a lot of Latin in my course, but I understand it means dare to know. Thank you to Google Translate. But it's also more loosely translated as have the courage to think for yourself. Something I've learned is that we all think differently. Our minds are all very different, and the true meaning of diversity is harnessing all the ways in which we think and our minds operate. I have a friend who's really struggled when he was at school, and they forecast dire things for him like prison. He ended up with a PhD from Oxford, and he's chairman of a biotech company. But he had every time I get an email from him, there's an error in it somewhere because of his dyslexia. His mind thought differently, and once he had the opportunity to use his talents, then he could succeed. It's no coincidence, by the way, that many business leaders have had a difficult time at school. It's not necessarily dyslexia that drives it, but many of them didn't shine. And of course, what may be a hindrance in one walk of life is often a talent in another walk of life. And it's that diversity of thought that gives artists, musicians, software engineers, designers, researchers, the skills to go and innovate and create. Now, most of you are graduating and finishing your formal education. You don't know quite what life, some of you might know what life holds for you, but probably most of you don't. And I'm looking particularly at this side of the room. But whatever it is, your degree is a passport for the freedom to think differently. You've all been part of an education system which has 10 million pupils in it. It can't cater for the way every mind works and how individual they are. It teaches you to learn, to analyze, to critique, and of course to pass exams. But you cannot cater for 10 million children according to the needs of every individual. Somebody I met who described himself interestingly as a professor of creativity, which is a very curious title, he described the formal education system as learning to drive with one foot on the accelerator and one foot on the brake at the same time. Well, now with your degree, you have your driving license. You have the freedom to be yourself, to think differently, and in 40 years' time, you never know where that journey might take you. You might end up here on this platform, dressed in these robes. Finally, you've all experienced the city of Stoke-on-Trent. Its wonderful sides, the warmth and humour of the individuals and the people here and their resilience, but also you've seen the challenges that the city faces. Whatever you do, wherever you go, whether you end up staying locally or you end up being scattered across the world somewhere in the globe, remember that you have all been stamped like a piece of pottery with the words "Made in Stoke-on-Trent." Whatever success you achieve, and many of you will go on to achieve success, remember the places that have made you, and if you have the opportunity, give back to those places, be it through your time, your talent, or your treasure. So thank you, congratulations to all of you on graduating. Dare to think differently and find where your talents lie, and remember where made you. Thank you very much.
I invite the Head of Department from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, Jenny Round, to present the graduands from the Department of Social Work, Law and Criminology.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you those students within the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Social Work, Law and Criminology who have gained the following awards. For a thesis entitled The Changing Image of Insurgency in Kashmir, supervised by Principal Anthony Craig, the award of Doctor of Philosophy is made to Aman Jaswal. Master's degree in Intelligence and International Relations, James Dieterle. Master's degree in International Business Law, Monaria Sharima Kumaragama. Carly Arichi Pereira. Rathunga Jai Sorora Karoli Don Raknathunga. Master's degree in International Relations, Andrew William Bird. Sebastien Claude Barrar. Anna Maria Lacramira Moldovano. Florentina Pavel. Paul Walsh. Master's degree in International Relations, Intelligence Pathway, Aaron Ward-Worley. Master's degree in International Relations, MOD, Gautam Suba. Master's degree in Legal Practice, Shamila Abrin Mahood. Kavita Stacey Salamal Singh. Master's degree in Social Work, Feifa Akusa Adebayo. Buseo Christina Agabola. Blessing Sylvia Aina. Sharika Balachandran. Ashwin Gleason, sorry. Asosa Charles Enomoa. Receiving the Social Work, Law and Criminology Department Prize for Outstanding Contribution, Ogunegme Jeffrey Jabaya. Hannah S.E.N. Morgan. Whitney Danielle Foster. Blessing Amara Gideon Amay. Lauren Emily Hurst. Damika Esther Kantiok. Lakshmi Moran Ramakrishnan. Amika Prince Nikita. Emmanuel Oke Odeya. Olula Olatain Olawanda Hunte. Shrufi Parat. Haroon Rashid. Georgina Shitsi Sango. Amibola Fatimat Chatoa. Anya Precious Udensi. Master's degree in Transnational Organised Crime, Umame Kawatha Bengar Lodi. Postgraduate Diploma in Legal Practice, Leila Langari. Bachelor's degree in Criminology, Megan Ann Bennett. Megan Gallagher. Daniela Elizabeth Holmes. Isabella Podmore. Anna Ziwan. Bachelor's degree in Criminology, Offender Management Pathway, Kevan Ashley. Loren Ball. Star Bayat. Elliot Lewis Evans. Cam Jassal. Owen Jellyman. Georgia Evie Lamb. Mia Christine Stalker. Bachelor's degree in Criminology, Organised Crime and Terrorism Pathway. Akalula Tawabi Robenaku. Hubert Swensky. Laura May Taylor. Bachelor's degree in Intelligence and International Relations, Russell Alexander Auld. Robert Bentley. India Blissett. Paul Andrew Cross. Jamie Andrew Crosswaite. Jason Edwards. Samuel James Gillespie. Stuart Hardy. James Ian Hargreaves. Amber Mary Ann Harris. Darren Paul Hartland. Christopher John Lunson. Gary Ian McMahon. James Stephen Morgan. Jeffrey William Nixon. Samuel Potts. Rupender Ray. Daniel Rimmer. James Mark Sowcroft. Madison Louise Skeltonbury. Joshua Tate. Sasha Grace White. Thomas Paul Wilkinson. Talitha J. Woodhouse. Bachelor's degree in International Relations, History and Global Politics, Hay Louise Mason. Bachelor's degree in Law, Kumarashanga Hetarachinga Kothwala. Adithra Parap Igula Gedra. Aisha Regan Abagundawana. Amy Leanne Barlow. Mario Brogden. Victoria Ann France. Hannah Jan. Adam Johnson Nakunda. Imran Khalid. Ellie Napper. Samid Mohammed. Subhan Nadeem. Jenith Andrea Sudranan. Rebecca Tuemboa. Bachelor's degree in law with Bar Pathway, Louisa Hussain. Uzma Idris. Diana Barbara Kulkas. Graham Leslie Peacham, an addition. Receiving the Social Work, Law and Criminology Department Prize for Highest Undergraduate Achievement, we have Ryan Danny Swechnikov. Bachelor's degree in Law with Digital Pathway, Tia Charlesworth Simpson. Alexander Thomas Moore. Receiving the Stephen Cretney Family Law Prize, David Powell Pascoe. Bachelor's degree in Law with Legal Professional Pathway, Samina Asmis. Ashley Wellings. Bachelor's degree in Policing and Criminal Investigation, Jessica Ann Abbott. Bartosz Roman Abratsky. Eleanor Brayford. Lauren Burrows. Tara Phoebe Gaunt Nelson. Brendan Hackwood. Lauren Katie Louise Hanwell. Alfie Thomas Jennings. Nicole Jones. Dara Andre Letiu. Isabel Lodge. Amy Lee Marple. Isabella Pickering. Tammy Rebecca Plant. Jake Prince. Lucy Elizabeth Sherratt. Terry Lee Smallwood. Terry Marie Smith. Daniel Anthony Smith. Gulnaz Sohail. Jacob Swift Holcroft. Abigail Charlotte Tittle. William Peter Wallace. Tia Whittingham. Abigail May Wright. Bachelor's degree in professional policing, Keris Adams. Sophia Maria Bajar Ugan. Chloe Linda Collins. Helen Crutchley. Max Jones. Matthew Keeble. Zachary Lundstrom. True Red Machin. George Henry McCarthy. Kian Adam Minor. Bryant James Orchard. Bachelor's degree in social welfare law, policy and advice practice, Cherie Lee Matthews. Ishbel Wadanzi Tarupa. Bachelor's degree in social work, Yolanda Ye Abbey. Ikra Ahmed. Amber Aubrey. Jordan Bradley. Rhiannon Bray. Ned Alexander Bromley. Amelia Burgess. Callista May Charlesworth Simpson. Alice Louise Clark. Lauren Rebecca Coe. Hayley Jane Cook. Logan Drew. Angela Jane Greer. Beth Victoria Hawkins. Donna Marie Hazeldine. Victoria Hennigan. Sammy Jo Hayward. Karen Lee Hudson. Hamza Irani. Faraya Islam. Rachel Louise James. Kirsty Elizabeth Keane. Sasha Lazenby. Maya Lindop. Rebecca Elizabeth Maddox. Lisa Mahoney. Bethany Jade Manley. Laura Irene Matthews. Hayley Maria Morris. Demi Lee Newman. Shannon Jade Nicholas. Finula Ann O'Rourke. Danielle Louise Porter. Zoe Louise Priest. Rosie Price. Kimberly Michelle Prophet. Emma Jane Redfern. Jessica Maria Sampson. Robin Sanger. Layla Shabir. Lauren Amy Walker. Natasha Westwood. Rebecca Williams. Bachelor's degree in social work practice, Kelly Alat Hogg. Kimberly Allison. James Amison. Michelle Claire Bailey. Robin Stewart Ballantyne. Jade Bell. Claire Louise Caldwell. Christopher John Frost. Shana Louise Gallagher. Katie Pamela Green. Sophie Jade Howarth. Paul Andrew Jackson. Jonathan Kane, Amanda Jane Knott. David Martin Lorden. Aisha Khalifa McMahon. Eve Madeline Pemberton. Douglas Stringer Fruitrill. Christopher Paul Sweetmore. Elizabeth Kate Taylor. Rebecca Jane Taylor. Mark Anthony Thomas. Sarah Jane White. Receiving the Social Work Law and Criminology Department Prize for the Outstanding Achievement and the Bernard Moss Award, Gareth Wigley. Louise Williams. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the awards from within the School of Health, Education and Policing and Sciences from the Department of Social Work, Law and Criminology.
I now invite Ryan Swetsnickhow, graduating student from the class of 2024, to the platform to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the graduating cohort.
Hello graduates, guests and platform party. I am honoured to stand before you and give this speech on behalf of my fellow graduates to celebrate the end of an incredibly challenging but rewarding journey. On behalf of my cohort, I would like to share our sincere gratitude to the lecturers in the Law Department at Staffordshire University for their unwavering commitment to providing an exemplary legal education. My journey, which has culminated in me standing before you today, is not a conventional one. I didn't leave secondary school to study for my A-levels. I remember a teacher at my school trying to persuade me to go to university, but I was adamant I wanted to be a gas engineer. And so, I completed an apprenticeship and qualified as a gas engineer. However, somewhere along the line, I realised that this wasn't the correct path for me. I came across a criminal law textbook, I began reading it and thought to myself, I want to be a lawyer. At this point, I had been out of mainstream education for around 5 years, so the idea of me becoming a lawyer wasn't one that I could sell easily to people around me. Not everyone agreed that I was making the correct choice going to university, and I must admit, I was anxious as to whether I'd made the right decision. Nonetheless, through sheer determination, hard work, and a little bit of stubbornness, I've managed to graduate with a law degree, a job within the civil service, and a scholarship from the Inns of Course to begin the bar practice course in September. And now the prospect of me becoming a lawyer in the near future is considerably greater. Each one of you will have had your own unique story on how you have come to be sitting here today. You'll have taken your own leap of faith, you'll have faced your own challenges while studying through a pandemic and a cost of living crisis. Yet we can all come together and say that we smashed through those challenges and the hard work paid off. In Martin Luther King's words, faith is taking the first step, even when you cannot see the whole staircase. While today is about celebrating such a magnificent achievement, we must also look to a future filled with an abundance of opportunities and new challenges, which offer us the ability to grow. I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that I'm leaving Staffordshire University as a more resilient, passionate, and confident individual, ready to take on any challenges the world puts in front of me. This is all thanks to the encouragement and support of our wonderful university teams. So please, join me in showing our gratitude for our amazing lecturers and the technical and support staff. Let's make as much noise as we can to show our appreciation.
I invite the Executive Dean from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, Mike Phillips, to deliver the closing remarks.
Graduates, congratulations to each and every one of you. Be proud of what you have achieved. In my role as Executive Dean of the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences, I'm privileged to be addressing you today. Social work, law and criminology touch the lives of many people living in our communities, including the most vulnerable. You share a common goal: to create a more just and equitable society, whether through advocating for vulnerable children and families, ensuring justice through the legal system, or analysing criminal behaviours to improve community safety. We are confident you will go on to play a vital role in the fabric of our society. Together, you are the champions of social justice, each contributing to improving lives. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." This powerful statement reminds us that our work is never done until everyone enjoys the same rights and opportunities. Your own student experience will have developed and tested the critical thinking and problem solving that is essential for tackling the challenges we face on a daily basis. I urge you all to look around you today at the people who have shared your university journey, at the people who have achieved against all odds, and to feel optimistic for the future. Your journey does not end here. It is just beginning. The world needs your passion, your expertise, and your unwavering commitment to justice. Throughout your studies, you will have made connections with which we hope will support you in your life and your career. You will also hopefully have made friendships that last a lifetime. Keep in touch with your friends and with us. There's nothing we like more than to hear from those who are part of our global community. I would like to say a big thank you to the staff that have taught and supported you at the university. I know that they're all very proud of what you have achieved and of the part that they've been able to play in your journey so far. If I can offer a few words of advice: make good choices. Stand up for what you believe in. Decide on where you want to go in life and why it matters. Before I draw proceedings to a close and you head back to the Catalyst building for the post-ceremony reception with family and friends, I'll invite you to join in a time-honoured tradition. In a moment or two, I will ask graduates to stand and throw their caps in the air. Afterwards, we ask graduates to please remain standing and everyone else to stand as the platform party leaves the hall, followed by the graduates. Now, as a grand finale, graduates, I invite those of you that are able to stand and throw your caps in the air, but wait for my count. Please be mindful of those around you. Guests, you're invited to make as much noise as you can to celebrate our class of 2024. 3, 2, 1.